Meredith Davis, and we are listening to Burn Boot Camp's podcast. Just a little bit of background information on me. I am one of the trainers here at the Harrisburg Burn Boot Camp location. I am the lead trainer, and I've been part of this community for about 5.5 years, lead trainer for about 1.5 years. To give you just a little bit of background on me, I am a mother of 3 kids ranging from 7 up to 16 and a wife, and my fitness journey started well before I became a mother, and I was an athlete as I was going through my middle school, high school, and looking for an opportunity to continue growing as an athlete as I matured and became a young adult. So as a young adult, I continued to be active as I could fit that in around being a full-time employee as well. I was working in insurance right out of college, and throughout college I had been active, just kind of haphazardly doing what I saw others doing in the weight room, in the gym, not really having an objective or a plan. So I got involved along with my husband in doing 5Ks, 10Ks, just as a way to stay accountable and stay interested and enjoying fitness as a young adult. The journey sort of stalled a little bit for me when I became a mother, because at that point, my focus shifted completely into being this new role and having someone else as my responsibility. And additionally, my daughter, my firstborn, is special needs, so that just took a lot of my attention. And so I really put myself on the back burner at that point. Moving beyond that, I needed a community that would allow me to connect with other moms, hold me accountable on exercise and fitness. And so I joined a gym and found friendships within the common classes that I attended, some group exercise. That was where I met a lot of people that shared my passion with fitness, and we were in the same season of life. Eventually, that led me to Burn from an observer standpoint. I found that I wanted to be a part of someone else's fitness journey on the training side, and so I pursued that and became a personal trainer myself, started doing some group classes as well. But Burn Boot Camp was going in across the street, and my focus kept shifting over to what was going on next door. And why were so many of the people that I saw day to day in my gym heading next door and not sticking around? From that experience, I was very curious and wanted to explore what Burn had to offer that wasn't available in my gym. And I think that's what really sets Burn apart. I came in somewhat skeptical that Burn could offer me anything, because I knew how to exercise. I felt like I was the expert, and I had friends that I had developed, friendships that I had developed from my own gym. But there's something different. There was a different culture when I stepped into Burn. I got intensity, I got push, I got accountability in a whole different way, and it really set itself apart from any other experience I'd had. And I craved it immediately. Just having done a free class on a Saturday, I craved more of that. And I knew that what I had experienced and even offered to the people I had mentored to in my gym at that time, there was more. There was more that I could offer. I could grow more as a trainer. Thinking back on people that kind of influenced me along the way, there are definitely 3 key players. My mother was always active as I was growing up, and she modeled that. She also facilitated opportunities for me to be fit and active and have that balance between my academic and my athletic life. And she really made a priority in being healthy as part of being well-rounded as an adult. And so that was what really transformed my mind from fitness being a chore. Even from the beginning, I thought this is something that just is part of a healthy lifestyle and how to be the best me. After I got married, my husband was a key player in me staying active, and still is to this day, and a very big supporter of me being on this side of the organization as a trainer on the floating floor, supporting me and helping with set up camps or even just talk through logistics of things. He's always on my team. He's working out himself, and that makes it so much easier for me to continue to be active and pour in hours at the gym and then come back and make sure that I'm carving out time for my own workout. So he's started out very important in young adult healthy lifestyle, and then has just carried that through into my professional avenue as well. And then having my daughter being special needs, she's been very influential in a whole different way. I see life through a different lens, through the lens of someone who wants to do something, has the desire, but the body has limitations. And that has inspired me to look beyond what I feel and consider that there are other people that are doing things that are challenging, and that needs to be acknowledged and celebrated. That doing what comes naturally is one thing, but doing the hard work is just a whole different type of challenge and really takes you to another level. And so seeing her in her difficulties in movement and her eagerness to still want to and pursue those things has helped me push through hard moments and become a better trainer as well on the floating floor. If I had to discuss how burn has positively changed my life, I would summarize it in saying I see fitness as less about my journey and more about my connection to others, and what I can encourage and how I can empower, how I can build confidence in someone else, how that becomes contagious out in the community. I always came from the mindset of I can be best, I can be my best self, I can bring my 100%, but when my focus is on me, there's still a ceiling, and shifting your focus to somebody else makes this exponential effect that just continues to grow and build and create power in the community. I could say specifically what burn has done for my family. Well, we have an opportunity to come together and to exercise, which is just another way to build our family identity. And I'm modeling things for my daughter and my other two kids on fitness being fun and that connection and the value to that. Talking about some of the experiences I've had here in the gym, it's really difficult for me to say one individual has been inspiring to me. I would probably break it down to maybe 3 big players that have been just always in the forefront. I see an individual coming in every day, for example, who is in her 60s and had knee replacement. And she's the first one to say good morning to me and smile. She's the first one to comment on a family photo or someone else's picture from the gym. She's constantly positive, and it's just so amazing to see how someone who could have a negative perspective on circumstances parlay that into positivity. And that constantly just gives me all the good feels. There's another individual that I've gotten to know through my, 5.5 years here at Burn Harrisburg, and she has, the entire time I've known her, spent her day and her task centered around caring for her special needs daughter. So we've had that in common, that we have children that have a greater need. She recently lost her child, and you just would never know the grief that she's under from day to day. She finds her 45 minutes consistently and walks through that door as a ray of sunshine to others and wears that grief in a way that's just so poetic and graceful. There's one other individual that comes to mind that is really inspirational to me, and many of you have probably even come across video footage if you've watched any of Harrisburg's stories. Her name is Stacy, and she started out a very quiet member And everyone got to know her when she got diagnosed with sarcoma and lost part of her leg, and she's now in a prosthetic. And this woman just ran a half marathon, and she's here every day. She doesn't have excuses. And she's just one of these people that remind me that my tough is relative, and I can continue to push. I can continue to do more, and I don't have to make excuses. I shouldn't make excuses. Other people are out there not making those excuses. They're doing the hard work, and I should too. Honestly, Burn has offered so much to me, to my family, and I know that I'm just scratching the surface. So thank you guys for listening. If you want to hear more, like and subscribe, and I'll take us out. 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.